Yes, in this video, we will be making a Flighty clone app in React Native with help of Mapbox. Mainly, we'll be focusing on this particular feature here, where we will showcase the trajectory of the user who is moving from or is traveling from one airport to the another airport, like this, which will look very beautiful in the map. Okay, so this is part 3 of the logistics stage, and then part 10 of my Geoverse series. Right. So in the previous two videos, I made the exact same feature, but for parcel tracking in React Native maps for both Android and iOS. So in this video, I'll be doing the same, but for both Android and iOS with help of Mapbox. Okay. I'll be taking a real world example of myself traveling from one country to another country, visiting multiple temples along the way. So let's get started. Okay, so for first, this is the React Native map boxes documentation. We will be using this to make our functionalities work. So if I go to the code, we will be working on this source code, and I'll be providing all the source code in a top made link where you can go there and download it for free. I don't want to make more money by you guys downloading it. So that is will be free, and I will also link it in the description. So let's start. So this is where we stopped in the previous video, where I discussed the same concepts of ordering a Rolex watch as well as the Buddha statue from New York and from Tokyo, respectively. Now here I'll start with a real world example. But before that, let's set everything up. I already made the functions before, so I'm just simply going to copy these things and I'm going to paste it here. I'll also discuss what those things are. I'm going to do this and what take this dark theme. Okay, logistics, right? So let's do these things, take these things out. Okay, I'll explain each and everything because I don't want to focus more on the boilerplate. If you want to learn what all these things are, please view my previous video in the GeoVerse series on how to integrate and first install Mapbox in Android iOS and then integrate these features. Okay, I'm going to save this. Let's check if it's working. And then one more is I have to go to this is a demo app which where I use just JavaScript for just like what I would say is teach the concepts. So I'm going to go here, use in this tags, just use this map box and then save it. Let's go back. Let's see, use state is not defined. So I'm going to go here and use state. Okay. Map box itself is not defined. So I'm going to go here, copy this. Let's take everything. So let's take everything and paste it here. Okay. So let's do that and see, go back. Starting. So go here, use is dark thing. Okay. Once all these things are done, let's see if it is working. So let's go here and reload. So okay, container is not there. Container's style is not there. So I'm going to go here and paste it here. Okay. So I'm just reusing the source code which I did it in my previous videos. Okay, so if I go here and reload, see it, it's already working in iOS. Let's reload. It says map load error failed to load. Okay, it's loading now. Good, but I don't like the what is dark theme, so I'm just going to go here and reload this. Change that. It's okay. It has worked now. The setup is done, and all these things are perfectly set up. Now we are going to focus on the integration of the features, like for this like I'm going to visit multiple temples. This is an hypothetical case. Okay, so first I will start with the question and then a purpose, and then we will answer that with the help of our technology here. Now also this is all these things here. Now I'm the real world example I'm going to start is I'm going to go on a spiritual trip in the upcoming months where I really want to go to the Malaysian temple, Malaysian Murugan Temple. Right, it is very good. So if I tap on this Batu Caves, this one. Okay, it's really good. I'm going to go here, right? So I'm going to actually I need to change this image address. Change this. Okay. Okay. So if I tap on this, I want to go here. Okay, it's really good. And then one more is I'm going to go there where I start my pilgrimage from this particular place in Trichy, where it's a very good temple, very famous temple. So I'm going to start from here and I'm going to end here, right? Seeing all the gods and getting some peace in life. So this is a hypothetical case. So don't take it seriously. But I will definitely go in the coming years. Now, as in the previous videos, we are going to start from this point and then end at this point. We are going to use the same code or the same concept that we used in the previous one, but it would cater to the what I would say, Mapbox side. Okay, so let's get started. Now, on present it's not needed. Remove those things. Here, it starts from Srirangam Temple here, right? So we already have the latitudes and longitudes. I already got all those things now. So I'm going to go here, copy this, and change this to what destination point. This coordinate should be, this is as I said in the previous video, in Mapbox and then in GeoJSON, the first value is always the longitude. So I'm going to change this to what? I'm going to start at Srirangam Temple and coordinates dot longitude. Copy this, change this to latitude. And then same way, I'm going to change the center coordinates to this as well. Okay. Go here, center coordinates should be this, not that. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go back to this one. You can see it's here. Nice, right? Now I can also change the image as well. So I'm going to go here and then change this image. Sorry. Let's change these things to so not coordinates dot image. Okay, let's do that. And the border radius of rectangle. So for some reason it's not working here. Okay, you can see. Let's change this to fast image. For some reason it doesn't. Okay, I think this should be 50. Post characters. Priority. Sorry. Priority of high. Okay. So once I do those things, reload this. Okay. If I go there, okay, it's now rounded in Android as well. In iOS, it already works. So if I scroll in more, it would be the Srirangam Temple's location. Okay. Think okay. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this style URL at all. Okay. Okay. Then let's go here and then zoom in. You can see it is in India and in Tamil Nadu, and then it will be in the Srirangam Temple. So good. It's very nice. So now the next one would be I'm going to go to the airport because I'm going to travel from Srirangam Temple to Malaysia, right? So I should get a flight from the Trichy airport to Malaysian airport. So I'm going to go here and then I'm going to go here and use this as it's not Srirangam Temple. It should be Trichy airport. So Trichy airport and these things change this thing to text and then here use style with font size of 20 and then I already got the airport emoji, so I'm going to do the airport emoji here. So let's see what is happening. Text doesn't take it, so go here, use text. Once I use those text, let's go back. Okay, so I'll go here. Okay, here you can already see the this thing is already there, but it's not visible that much because I will use background white and what border radius of 100. Okay, so that it doesn't look bad. So let's go here. Okay, for some reason the border radius won't work. Okay, So okay, for now this is fine. And then I think I don't like it. So let's go and reload. For some reason, the emulators don't work properly. Okay, so here you have this, and here you have that. Now, from this place, we are going to go to Malaysian. I think I'll remove these things. Same way, let's use Malaysian airport. So this is Trichy. This is the Kuala Lumpur airport. This would be the last Murugan Temple. Right? So this would be dot Batu Caves Murugan Temple. So once we do that, and then if you see, let's go here and see. Let's see, temple is there and looks very very good. Mapbox is a superb tech, right? But the thing is, I don't want the airport to overshadow these things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to want to increase the size 80. Okay, see what's happens. Still, this one is overshadowing that for some reason. Okay, for some reason that is overshadowing that, and this is not okay. No problem. Like our objective is to show the arc from Trichy to Trichy airport to Kuala Lumpur. Right? So in the Android side, it also looks good. Now comes the part where I'm going to remove this unnecessary things. Okay, I'll have this here. Now we are going to do the same thing that we did in the previous video. We are going to start our pilgrimage from Srirangam Temple to Trichy Airport, TRC. So to do that, we are going to use a Mapbox's own API where we'll be getting the geo coordinates or the land route coordinates from this temple to the airport. Right. So for to do that, I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go to this place, and I think let's search Mapbox at map view. I did it in the previous video, so I'm just going to take that. But you know, right? Once you get all the code, then you are like you are unstoppable. So I'm going to go here, copy this, and then paste it here. So what is this? What we are doing? And then in the Axios, get that, and then here comes the most important part. So what we are going to do is we are going to fetch the directions from Srirangam Temple to Trichy Airport. So I'm going to go here, and then in this one fetch directions of start. This is unnecessary. So set direction. I'm going to take these things out, polyline out of this place. Okay. So I'm going to do it slowly so that you will also understand. I personally I don't like this style of having the function in the use effect, but yeah. So here the fetch directions. So fetch directions, fetch land route directions. Okay. Once you do that, start long, and what is this start long this one. So we are going to go from this place. So we already got this start. What is this start? Okay, I'll replace that. No problem. So it would be this and this. Okay, same way we did in the previous videos. And then this should be lat from Srirangam Temple's lat long to the Trichy Airport's lat long. Okay, we'll send that thing, and then we will replace this one with what in this manner. Okay, so this would be start, this would be end, and then okay, this is done. Now what happens is we will be fetching the land routes direction from I'll go here. Actually, there should be coordinates, result dot coordinates. Okay, I'll explain everything here. Okay, so what we are doing is in the previous video we used Google Maps routes direction, routes API. So if I go here, if I show it here, so we use this, right? We use this to get the routes data like from one point to another point, to get the routes data from there, and then decode the polyline coordinates to get the exact coordinates and paint it onto the map with the help of Polyline. The same way, we are going to use Mapbox's directions API to get the routes, and then from there, what we are going to do is this is overkill. So I'm going to go here and use coordinates equal to this. Let's first what we'll do use console.log and then use response.data. Okay, let's see what is happening. Response.data. Oh, sorry, data. Okay. Now here, let's go here. Or use effect doesn't exist because I didn't call it before. So use effect doesn't exist. Now I'm going to do that. Just here fun between. Okay, I'm going to get the API key. So wait a minute. Okay, so I got the API key. To know where to get this API key from the dashboard, please view my previous videos. It's the same API key that you can use to render the map as well as to call the Mapbox's API. So if I want to, I want to show you where you can see all those APIs. So if I go here, Mapbox API docs. Okay, if I go here, Mapbox API docs, then you can see map service, navigation service, search service, and all these things are there. So we are going to use this one. So for example, if I go here and in the directions V5 Mapbox driving, so we are going to use the profile of driving, and then we are going to send the coordinates, and then we are going to get the thing that we want from here. So this one, right? The access token you have to get from the dashboard, which you have to get an account and then get it from there. Once you do that, let's see, go to this one and then see, okay, code, okay, routes, distance, duration, and all these things are there. Actually, they are giving both the distance and duration and all these things. So from there, what we are going to get is we are going to get the geometry, and then we are going to get the coordinates. Let's do that. Actually, from here, let's do this. Let's search. Sorry, let's go here. Search console.log this. Okay, we already got this one. Okay, we got all the coordinates required to go from point A to point B. In this point, in this section, what we are doing is we got the coordinates to go from Srirangam Temple to the Trichy Airport. That is done. Now from here, what I'm going to do is, as you know, this is the geolocation for GeoJSON format. So what we call this as, we call it as GeoJSON format. This is the heart of all the geolocation concepts in Mapbox. So if I go to their documentation, so if I go here, introduction, there is no introduction there. But if I go to, let's take line, we are going to use line layer, draw line. This example shows a simple polygon editor and all these things are there. Line layer where we will be price scroll down, I think, gradient line, and all these things are there. So the heart of the Mapbox is using this GeoJSON format. Okay, so we got all the required coordinates. Okay, coordinates which is required. We can also get the distance, time, etc. And now what I can do is I can copy this and put this here, use it like polyline data, and then replace this as with here, and then use return polyline data. Simply like that. Okay, so now we got the routes from this point to that point. Okay, now what I can do is I can use the same concept like const route 1 comma set route 1 equal to use state of I think it's GeoJSON, right? I'll just keep it in this way. Same way, I'll go here and then I will result. Okay, I'll do this result. Now I have to paint the polylines over the map. So to do that, I'm going to scroll down. Here you can see map source and all these things are there. So I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to scroll all the way down so not to confuse you. So I'm going to go here and then I'm going to use something called a shape source and a line layer. Okay, this will be route 1. And then this should be, I will get the colors from here. So these are the colors that I use. So now if I do this, if I go to line layer, draw polyline, You can see they have used the exact same concept that I mentioned here, and then they have used the shape source and then the line layer to do this. Okay, and then you can also apply styles, linear styles, and all these things. So for the gradient layer, so let's try the gradient layer. Right? So in here, line layer, line control, and all these things are there. Copy this, go here. So let's comment this out. Okay, for now, let's go here and then zoom in. Zoom in, let's see what happens. You can see we already got a nice route from this point to that point. I don't know why this thing is not loading, but no problem. Or the routes are not loading. So to see the routes clearly, let's scroll in. For some reason, okay, you can see the routes are properly working, and it literally goes over the map. Okay, so the first part is done. Now to add more spice to this, and then by reading the documentation, I'm going to do this and paste. What else? Save it here. Let's go here and see this one. Like I don't understand why in the dev it's happening. Dev mode update shape data couldn't be read because it's in incorrect format. So something is wrong there. So line layer, line string, all these things are here. So what they are saying, shape, line string, line matrix, line string. Okay, this is a line string. The styles dot line layer, line string is this. Okay, flex line layer. Okay, I think for some reason. Okay, I think it worked. I think it didn't work. Okay, this is too much, so we'll just stick to what works. Okay, because even in Flighty, if we go here, they use our style only. Okay, this one is not rendering. Okay, I'll reload the page. If I do this, if I scroll this, yeah, if I scroll more inside. Sorry, okay, you can see right now comes the tough part where you have to do the intercontinental stuff. Okay, from Trichy Airport to Malaysian Airport, you have to draw a arc. So to do that, we are going to use the same concept that we used here, where I'm going to go here, get the arc routes API, or it's not API, but function, but for now I'm going to call it API, paste it here, and then we are going to use the turf library to generate the sorry, to generate 20 points from the starting point to the ending point. Okay, that's what I want to say. And only, okay, I will also use the midpoint as well. So I'm going to go to here. No need, okay, I'm just going to simply get one midpoint. And then I'm going to add set route 2. Same way, set route 3. Okay, it will be useful later. 3 and 3. 3. Okay, so let's do that. And then in this part, set midpoint, all these things are there. So I'm going to go over here, simply replace this in this way. Okay. Airport is not required. The same way in the handle get directions, I'm going to copy these things and then I'm going to paste it here. So result or route one, paste it here. Route 2. So route 2 will be not from this fetch land route directions because international routes do not have land routes, right? So we are going to use get arc routes, and then we are going to okay, I'm going to copy this. Get arc routes, go here, put it here. Okay. So from Trichy Airport to where to Kuala Lumpur Airport. Okay. So once we do that, and we will change this to set route 2, right? And then we are going to scroll down, copy and paste the same thing here. For this, it would be route 2, and then line source of 2. Okay. So once we do that, let's save it. Let's check if it's working or not. So let's go. Okay, it won't work. I know why it won't work because that is wrong. So in this way, as you can see, we got the formatted coordinates, but this particular formatted coordinates is for the previous React Native maps and not for our use case. So this is wrong. Okay. Now to get the proper format, you have to convert it to this particular GeoJSON format and return that only. Okay, so I'm going to go here and then in this section, what I'm going to do is this. If I okay, let's take all these things out. If I go here and then I console.log it, and I'm simply going to literally use this here and then go here and return this polyline data. Okay, I have console.log the formatted coordinates, right? If I do that, if I save, you can see it's latitude. Okay, actually, this is wrong. Sorry. I'll go here and go take this and put this here. Okay, save it. You can see it is in exactly the same format that the Mapbox API gave. So we will simply put this here and remove this formatted coordinates because it is unnecessary. Right now, I'll remove all these things. Okay, if I go back to the app, it automatically works. Okay, so it automatically made but you can see it is not, the arc is not fully formed. So to do that, I think I already made this where okay, let's press this box.view. In this one, I think I used a custom function for this. So okay, let's, okay, I use this. Okay, I'll show you. I'll go here and copy this fully. Go back to map routes. Now, okay, so now the functionality is done. There is a, if I go here, there is a, this, I'll go back. From, okay, I think let's use, for this, let's use this error. And then, okay, because I'm going to give the source code, right? People won't understand what that is. So I'm going to simply use this. And for this one, let's use this. Okay. So, okay, so let's unbox layer seems to refer an existing layer. Okay, existing flag, marker view. Okay, destination point 4, destination point 3, destination point 2. Okay, then and then line source 2, route 2. If I go set route of 2, get arc routes. Okay, some mistake here. Layer line layer seems to refer to an existing layer of inside. Okay, so okay, it's working. Right now, we have to test it in Android as well. Let's see what is showing. Uh, okay, so if we go here, type is feature collection. This should be the same. Type is this. Oh, ID layer should be different. Okay, you can see ID layer should be different too. How it should work. Let's reload. Okay, let's do that, and it should work. Android is always slow. Okay, see, it's slow. Okay, you can see it also works in Android, but it doesn't look like Flighty. So here is where we make the optimization. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll up, and in the arc routes, I'm going to use the library called this directions. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to change the routes to be more a curved one. Okay. For this, I'm going to use the same turf library and convert it to have a more archish style. Okay, I'm going to go here. Yes, I already got this. Put this here. Now I'm going to take this gray circle and all these things. This one, put this here, and the curved coordinates. dot. Okay, I think let's go back. Okay, this is already got coordinates, so I'm going to simply have it in this way. I'll explain what I'm doing now more further. So let's go here. Okay, for let's have 50 points and reload. Okay, still the trajectory is not uh, still a straight line. Just for smoothness. So resolution, Bezier spline, right? Bezier spline, sharpness. So let's search this turf of Bezier line, right? Let's go here. Turf Bezier spline. We go here, check what is this. Takes a line, returns a curved version by applying a Bezier spline algorithm. So sharpness is default of 8, resolution of 10,000, and all these good stuff are there. So sharpness solution. So we'll go here, change the resolution, sharpness of 0. Let's say 1. Okay, it's still not. This one doesn't feel like a curve. Sharpness, Bezier wave. Okay. Since properties time in milliseconds between points, I measure how curvy it should be between the points. Let's use 0.2. Okay, for now, we'll go here, remove this. Yes. Okay, and reload. It's still okay. I think for now it's enough. Yeah, I think for now it's enough. Now, the last route is nothing but we need to get the land coordinates from Kuala Lumpur Airport to the Murugan Temple. So it should be Batu Caves Murugan Temple, and then we will append it to set route of 3, and we'll push it here. So once we push that there, we'll scroll down and then simply copy and paste it here and then change it to green. Okay, green, and then change this to 3 and then 3. Okay, this should be route of 3. So let's test if it's working or not. Let's go here. Let's zoom in, and you can see it is working. Okay, it's already in green, so I will change it to red. You can see it works. Right. So that's how you implement the this feature. But the straight line is slightly off. Okay, but that's not a problem. That's how you integrate this particular feature in Mapbox. Okay, and it also works in Android as well. So this is how you okay. Wait, sorry. Okay, Android emulator is always a troublesome. But okay, so this is how you implement the Flighty clone in React Native to do more, like to implement the full clone of that. What you can do is simply use some APIs to search all the flights and then use the same curved algorithms, etc. The thing is here they have used, I think, Apple Maps and not Mapbox. So for a normal Apple map, the curve works exceptionally well. For some reason, the Mapbox doesn't work, but still the functionalities are the same, right? So let's say if you are going to make a travel app or a pilgrimage app, right? So people go to temples, mosques, churches, and other uh, like religious places around the world or spiritual places around the world, like Buddha temples, etc., where they go and become spiritual, get more peace. You can make an app, the same feature, which I have discussed in all my Geoverse videos, and deploy. So this is simple, right? Now you have to do all this in the back end where you send you no, you don't expose the Mapbox keys in the front end, but use the backend to send all those coordinates to the front end, do all those calculations in the back end. Sorry, do all the calculations in the backend, send the responses from the backend to the front end, and to be used in the Mapbox. Okay, so that is how you integrate the Flighty style app in React Native with Mapbox to go from one place to another place via a sequential route. So that's it for this logistic mini series in Geoverse. So I will come back with a even strong video on background geolocation tracking right after this video. So stay tuned.